But it was an amazing laugh, right? And it was a lot of the sort of party you can imagine. And then Martin O'Neill came in, and it was like 4 wee boys, man, sitting with it. Absolutely fucking terrified.
Mate, him and O'Hara went chalk white, didn't they?
Happening, boys?
How are you, mate?
Hold on, what's he come as? What is this? Fucking hell, you can't turn up to London looking like that.
Somebody's just texted me from the front row on my Instagram saying they 3 are the only lineup that could out-ugly the darts at Ali Parry.
Well, listen, Roscoe, you know, he was a lazy but he could score a goal. Which
And Simon Jordan calling us 2 wee twerps. Do you agree with that?
Oh.
Absolutely.
Right, Jamie, you've heard it now, mate.
He's right in everything that he said.
Fuck off.
You are a couple of little twerps, aren't you?
Mate, what's that? What was Aaron Lennon's bill at Ocean? Was it Ocean Beach?
Yeah, I think it was like 70 grand.
Fuck.
I see him in Vegas, and I had the table next to him, and he was just on another level to me.
Right, we need to address the elephant in the room. No, you, Roscoe. Ange Postecoglou at Spurs this season.
Oh.
Former Celtic, Aston Villa, Leicester and Sunderland manager Martin O'Neill! Did you ever have, obviously the guys were playing while you were a manager, did you ever have any interest in any of these guys?
Yeah, I think you would have to be a heavy dose of narcotics to be to have Ross or Jamie on your team, you know. Simon Jordan is exactly right about these 2 young twerps, you know.
Yes, welcome around the Coon!
These two are brilliant, aren't they?
Amazing. They faddy today.
Oh, thank fuck. No. I know you did. I'm still no.
Hold on. Here.
Who wants to act as faddy today?
Right, I'll get this.
He's in Bratislava. He's took his family to
Where's
Bratislava. Slovakia, is
that's
that right in saying that? Is it Slovakia?
That's a curveball, that, isn't it?
It's freezing out there.
Eh?
It's freezing out there.
It's
The snowing's at a ski
He looks like the coldest place in the world to go to.
See where candy he's got? Dubai, surely.
Absolutely. By the way, that is a great shout for him. That's where he should be. Fucking right.
Nice weather. Lovely.
Beautiful, aye.
What do you think you get? What do you get up to in Bratislava?
Maybe they like going and seeing
Where is it? What country is it?
educational stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
Right.
I think
No for me.
history. I think Faddy'd be one of them, right? Go up in the morning
Cooking.
and have a
A
plan.
pure itinerary.
itinerary. Right, you would fuck off, right? You do your head in with him, wouldn't you?
We need, all the days we all played, we got an itinerary, what today, every day, even gone away.
You didn't get one when I took you to Ireland.
No, well, you were a bit different, weren't you? You're itinerary.
You're allowed to
What
do
did he say
it.
about Faddy?
He's going to cook the whole time.
Just cooking. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's a bit something like
That's
that.
a pet peeve.
He's got
Oh my
an
God.
Airbnb.
There's a pet
I've
peeve.
got a pet peeve.
People that fucking cook on holiday.
Why?
Ralph.
Why?
We're going to stay in the night and cook something. Why?
I know.
You're on your holiday, go out.
Aye. Get out and go mad with it.
We had an
Aye.
incident in Barcelona, when we went to Barcelona and vlogged the Barca-Girona game. We were going out for a last meal. Can I say his name?
No, just say the camera man.
Can I say?
The camera guy said that I'm
What's
going
the
to go.
camera guy's name?
No.
Big Ralph.
Right, Big Ralph.
Big Ralphie. So Ralph said, I'm going to sneak away and get the video edited because we need to get it out quick. So me and Pentjobs went for the burger. We've got up. He's cooking an oven pizza in Barcelona.
That's
Oven
psychopath.
pizza. She's went to a supermarket, got the pizza, the freezer, and fucked it in the oven.
Nah.
That is fucking wild, isn't it?
He should be sacked. Shouldn't he?
They will be
open
after.
goal.
Sack him.
Aye, but
Go sack him on camera. Just say it.
Here's another one.
Yes,
When you
go.
go on holiday, do you book dinner, bed and breakfast, or do you just book No. your room and then do your own
Do your
sort
own
of
thing.
thing?
I've got all inclusive, but
I've done all inclusive as well. Do you like that?
I'm like a fucking pig.
Dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Innit?
Is that the band?
It's dangerous.
Band, mate, eat what you like, drink
got-
what you like.
I do.
Fucking love it, man.
Aye.
I've not done one of them. for a while.
I remember going with all the family, Carol's family, there to Mallorca and that, and we were, me and Jim, the hairy ass man, we were down waiting on the, and they started off with and then the shuttles went up and then everybody just ran in the bar.
fucking race.
It was a sprint to the bar, like, way, we're just going for it. I loved that.
Oh, amazing.
Right up to 12 at midnight and then it cut off and then we just went bang. And then it was the same again, same again.
Do you know the best thing ever on holiday? Pina colada, man.
Did you like that?
I could do about
I
20.
used to like them.
Oh, I agree with you.
What do you do? Do you go all inclusive or do you just go?
I probably go bed and breakfast, but I don't usually have the breakfast. I like to go out and do my own thing.
I would go bed and breakfast because some of the places now do breakfast up to 12 o'clock, which the hotels should think about that a wee bit more.
Right.
You're on holiday, you don't want to get up early. You're out late at night, even you're in Spain, you don't eat till at 9 o'clock at night. So the breakfast should go into about 12 o'clock, like kind of brunching. There is a place I've been to before. It makes a difference. You don't want to get up, because people go, oh, pay for my breakfast, you get up and you're walking down, you can't even be bothered. But around about 11 o'clock, you're a bit peckish for a shandy, you know what I mean? So,
when was your last holiday?
Last holiday. I would never go all inclusive. Half deck I go.
Half deck?
It's 1 million, you say what? I have bought it.
Half deck.
I'm sure the half board is you just get 1 meal per day, so you need to be clever with one you pick.
You just buy one band, didn't you? And then the dad goes in, comes back, you take the band.
But I think all inclusive, I think all the clubs poor standard, I think.
But you don't want to leave the hotel if you're all inclusive, because you think you're missing out.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. And then you go and you sit,
that,
and all your days you get a boozer, right, and you go, right, I'll get that, you go back and you go, fucking £6 for a pint. We could be in the hotel drink for nothing.
Right. But it depends if you're with the family, with the kids, because they can go Tonto. I used to do that with the boys.
That's what you do with our boys I had.
And the three of them just used to run about mad with it. Wee Louis boy, he used to run about with 2 cones. Wee Louis. I loved when they were that age. You're playing football. He just ran about with cones and he's on all the time playing about. It was brilliant.
What's your take on this, people that work out on holiday?
There's a bit of that now,
Nah, I think that's good.
I would do that. I'd go for a run in the morning.
Go to the gym.
But I've changed over the last 2-3 years. I don't bother now. I used to do that, Daz. I don't go to the gym as much.
I think you feel better in the morning.
I know, I get what you're saying.
And it sets you up for the day and you don't feel as guilty.
But I don't feel guilty, that's the whole thing. As soon as you step onto that plane, don't feel guilty, you're just about to go for it. Don't feel guilty.
You should work for Jet 2, mate.
I'd love that. I'd love to.
What's the song when you land the Jet 2? I'm living this, there's no denying. See, when you hear that song coming on, you're fucking buzzing, aren't you?
And then you're used to that fucking Ryanair. And they're like, aye, we're on time. Aye, good one.
You fuck, Ryanair's never on time.
Do you have a clapper plane when it lands?
Oh, no. Oh, what about that, mate?
I love it.
Oh,
I do, I clap plane.
Do you clap it?
I remember I clapped a boy, we were going to Tenerife. I clapped a boy because I don't know what he was on. I was watching him even before we go on the flight. But see, as soon as we landed, now remain in your seats. As soon as the wheels touched the tarmac, the boy was running down the aisle.
But couldn't wait to get up.
I was away to the toilet, I don't know.
What the fucking man!
You and your dad were greeting because your ears were popped.
Do you ever get your ears popped?
And then his dad started greeting because their ears popped.
Days have gone, haven't they?
No, my ears were going to London, remember?
You had to get a sweetie for a guy.
What
a wee guy, mate. Anything annoying you this week, quickly? What about Ross McCormick doing a shite in that woman's house?
I caught a wee bit of that.
Brilliant.
What a guy, that's good, isn't it?
Has you ever done it like that? MD's house? Done a shite?
Mate, I couldn't. I'd rather shit my pants.
I know what you mean.
And then just hope she didn't smell it. Okay, you're walking out with a heavy bag, but you can't. Could you imagine that didn't flush, man?
Imagine what comes out of Roscoe's arse as well.
I know what comes out his mouth.
What's your pet peeve this week?
Space.
Katy Perry going into space? What a fucking waste of money, man.
Do you know something?
People starving.
And then we're getting adverts cropping up during the Champions League games. Like, can you chip in for charity and all that? No, chap fucking Katy Perry's door and say what you up to. Give some of your millions and billions, and instead of going up for 4 minutes to float about. What's the point?
I agree, what a load of shit.
What's the point?
She'll write a song about it.
Think about it.
She'll
write a song about it.
Down to fucking M&D's, down Strathie, go on one of the roller coasters, go down to Blackpool. There you go.
Do a skydive.
Spin it. Do a skydive. There you go.
Would you do it with Katy Perry?
I'd love to do it with him, mate.
But what do you hank it for?
No, that's embarrassing. So did they actually stay in space?
4 minutes, somebody said.
4 minutes, 4 minutes, But is it they're just floating about? But you can do... Would you float?
But
space is overrated.
How do you know?
But you've never fucking been.
Overrated.
What about all-inclusive in Spain? What have you got all-inclusive in space?
There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there today. But what there is people out there.
Do you think so?
Other beings.
Ross McCormick, innit? Ross McCormick's on another planet, mate. He looks like a wee alien, doesn't he?
Wolfie, I told you.
Looks like a wolf.
Aye, he's brilliant. Aye.
Anything else annoying you this week?
Fucking he slaughtered you, by the way.
Did he? I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
who was like, what about that fucking Ferguson? What was it you called him a wolf?
No, I think he just exudes wolfiness.
Aye.
Get
Positive, innit?
Then you're going, oh, he is. He's like a wolf man, isn't he?
There's another one for James Lund. People that keep the sauna door open for too long.
That
100%
is
get that.
No.
Or the steam room, or the
I was-
fucking heat.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I don't know. Do you like the spas and the saunas and all
Love
that?
the sauna,
right?
mate, uh-huh.
I very seldom use it, but I decided yesterday I'm going into sauna. Do you not think the sauna is the most awkward place in the world to be?
Were you there, aye?
People feel like they need to talk.
Aye, but you can't all just sit there and sweat like fucking nobody saying, and you know
Depends
what I mean?
what sauna you're in.
Aye.
I know what you mean. It is an awkward place, isn't it?
It is. And you're sitting there going, I go, I wonder what they're thinking, right? Wonder if they know what I'm thinking.
I know what you're saying.
You start getting on wine then.
Panicking.
Aye, and you can see.
What about when you're in a sauna yourself and somebody comes in and there's loads of seats and they come and sit right next to you?
No, that's
fucking-
I mean,
that's
what
not
the
right.
fuck are you
Tell you what,
doing?
it's a long time since I've been in a sauna. There you go. I'll need to get myself in there.
Get back in the saunas.
It was nice, but
No, that's the thing I remember at
And
sauna.
then you go, who's
Some-
first to leave?
To leave.
Do you get
Because
that?
you would
Meet somebody.
You would get guys who would come
you
in
want to
and
meet somebody.
and you go, right, that's 20 minutes. I'm struggling a wee bit. Aye, I'm done in, by the way. I've got training later on or something, you know what I mean? But you won't leave because you're waiting for, aye. So a wee
100%.
competition in it as well, isn't there?
Just quickly on the live, we do this thing now, top four. Was it biscuits like yesterday?
Yeah.
What's your top four biscuits?
Mount Rushmore.
What was yours? Pink wafer he likes, fucking psychopath.
Mike, the caramel wafer, caramel
Caramel wafer.
Oh, they're the best.
Mine's is change, extremely chocolatey out of the Marks and Spencer's.
Oh my God.
The custard cream. Extremely
Oh.
chocolatey custard cream.
Oh wow.
Never had them.
tasted that.
Did we not talk about that?
I think so.
Aye, we did. I'm sure with Faddy.
Oh, Faddy did like it.
Unbelievable. You tried? They're brilliant.
I don't shop Marks Spencer, mate. I've not got that.
Right, what else you like?
I like white chocolate.
No, it's too sickening.
Too
sickening.
same with you. Too
I like
sickening.
white chocolate. I've just had
I like
all-
white chocolate, but no in a biscuit. If you know what I mean. If that makes
Surprised at that.
sense. Aye.
I like a digestive with butter.
Mate,
But that got fucking.
no,
canned
I'm with you
yesterday.
there. I like that jam.
And then
jam,
then you dip it in your tea, mate. But
You dip butter in your tea?
a double.
Your Wayne should be taking off you.
a double, mate. Or a rich tea.
With butter?
Oh, aye.
Oh, that's
Aye,
fucking
double,
wild.
aye, doubled up.
I'm with you, mate. I like
Neil
that.
Hodney on there. Caramel wafer as well. Like a nice caramel wafer.
Aye, caramel wafer. That's
Caramel wafers
amazing.
are
That's the-
good.
I think that's
Turnips.
number one.
Tornix caramel wafer could be
Caramel
number
wafer.
one. And
That's
that's
the
amazing.
best.
Yep.
Right, last night, Champions League. Watch it.
Aye.
Me and him were on a wee whiskey tour last night. He's that wee guy, mate, honestly.
No, but he
There's a pet
he doesn't
peeve.
tell me what we're going to.
He's like that when he...
Oh, I like
He's like
it. Well,
fucking...
That was brutal.
He's like that.
Sorry.
Like,
After one whiskey, my head was spinning.
he's
where
like...
were you?
I don't like
A tour or just a
Acropolis, it's
pub?
called. The tour is on a wee pub tour at the East End. Great night, wasn't it?
Ah, brilliant night, mate. But he puts you in. I didn't know we were going to that.
You like your whiskey or not? You?
I love
no
malt
for
whiskey.
me.
I
I'm like you.
love malt whiskey.
Beautiful, So we're watching the Arsenal
good.
game in between. What result for Arsenal?
Unbelievable.
Aye.
What?
What did you think of Madrid?
Shocking deal, wasn't it?
Aye, I thought
Poor.
I was expecting a wee bit more from him. Is Big Carlo, is he still kicking
He's
about?
done now, isn't he?
I think this
think
is
so?
I just see looking at him last night. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking after that result as well. I think he might just say, right, I'm a way back to
Right,
the
mate,
Italian Riviera.
If you're playing there, right, and Saka does that, what you doing? You're volleying him the ball.
Oh, you're Tony's boys, mate.
No, but I'll tell you what I did notice, right, a couple of things you'll talk about, VAR with the penalty kick,
Okay,
right? I know that you've got to look at everything back. Who must be the luckiest people in the world? The 3 subs or 2 subs that come on, Tierney.
Oh, mate, you're bonus, innit?
We had bonus.
Mate, 10 seconds to go.
Mate,
But that's why he's put them on.
Aye,
That's for the
he's sorted
manager.
them out,
That's
isn't he?
well played for the manager saying, right, I'm going to look after the
How
boys.
much money they boys
Aye,
on? An
brilliant.
appearance. Their
It's the Champions
appearance
League, I
and
know.
bonus.
Do you know like that, Daz? Do you know
Oh.
like that's the manager looking after all the boys? I like that. Mbappe. What was your take on
Mate.
him?
What, you saying fraud?
Well, the thing you see with PSG, how well they're doing this season, Enrique's actually come out and said it, innit? They're a much better team offensively.
What do
and
you think of him
defensively.
overall as a
I just
player?
don't, he's a
Is
crack
he-
player, but I don't like his attitude. Honestly, mate, it's mad. I'm saying his attitude's honking at times. It really is. I can't believe I'm getting him Mbappe though. Fuck me.
Exactly.
His attitude at times honking.
Slaney for Motherwell.
Do you like him, though?
To be fair, your
I
career.
think he's a good player, but I don't think he's up there quite as everybody puts him, he's world class, he's this and that, the Ronaldos, the Messis. I don't think he's anywhere near
Jim
that.
Bet.
Jim.
Jim
Bobby Russell.
Bobby Russell.
Bobby Russell.
But he did score a hat-trick in that World Cup final. He was fucking unbelievable.
Aye, but I don't know. There's something about him that's just not quite there.
Oh, he's a
good. I'm not saying he's not a top player, he is, but it's just when you put him in that bracket of the Ronaldos and Messi. I was expecting more from him last night. There you go.
His attitude's shocking. He needs to
change. I just expected more. Aye.
Somebody should clip this up to him, and I think you're the man that would get him to change.
That's what somebody said.
Right, it's time. These Slaney thinks I need to change my attitude.
show it before the next game.
Steve McManaman needs to show him that. Los Blancos. He was there again last night, wasn't he? He's the Joe Hart of Real Madrid, Steve McManaman.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Aye, he is.
Tell me, right.
He always thinks he knows people in the club and all that, do you know what I mean?
Oh, aye. He's not been there for about 40 years.
Staying fucking Merseyside, mate.
He was the commentating last night.
I know, but I'm just saying. How did you think Coisty in the commentary?
Gosh, he's good.
Gosh,
he's always good value.
No? Aye.
You starting, no, it's because I wanted Real Madrid to win. And he was, obviously they're desperate for Arsenal to win, so I think too much that side.
Just quickly, is Saka world class? We had this argument again yesterday.
No, that wasn't the argument.
Saka?
He says he's world class.
No, I never said he's world class. It was Lord of Fraud.
I liked him.
My bollocks.
He's a good player.
Oh, he's a good player, but he's
I
not
like what I
world
like about him.
Aye, that's it.
But if he's beating teams like Real Madrid,
I don't want to get down the old route. What age is he? What age is he? So I need to factor that in. But he's a young guy, isn't he? He's only
24, something like that.
Oh, he's a good player, but he's no.
And he miss a pen and then come back with that character and then dink.
Have you ever had anybody that's dinked a pen in a game you're playing in? Remember Jason Cummins done it?
Aye.
Was that Hampden, wasn't it?
That was at Hampden, aye.
That's fucking.
Would you say if somebody does that in your team and you come in at half time after the game, are you pulling them up?
He's the type of character that would do that. You would expect it, wouldn't you?
Have you got the ball? Did you have the ball? Take a penalty?
Nah.
Did you, Slaney?
No.
I took a few penalties.
Did you ever think of dinking?
No.
I didn't have the ball.
Always whipping it away for the keeper.
Aye, I didn't have the ball.
Whipping it away.
I like it if it works, but see, I know it's a 50-50, but see last night, 3-0 up.
Game's done.
Next goal's important. For me, put your foot through it. Okay, see if it works. Oh, brilliant. Look at this guy, he's this and that. But you got to think of team first, haven't you? Put your foot through it. Doesn't mean say you're going to score, but you've got a better chance, I think.
That's what they say. Why did they put it in? Why did they dink it into a wide area? Because the keeper's gone that. If it's down the middle, the keeper can't come back.
So we'll send that to Saka for you.
Aye, get him.
Mbappe.
I can't believe I've said that. What am I doing?
Disgusting.
And what was it? What about Rice after the game? Did you see his interview?
No, what was he saying?
He just kept playing with himself down by.
Did he?
Kept fixing himself. The lassie's interviewing him. I mean,
what do you think he was fixing? Dick or ball?
I think it was his.
Balls. You never let it fix the balls, do you?
Balls always just sit.
Just sit like
it's always a snake, isn't it? It's always a snake.
If you like to call it that way.
Do you think your dick's got a bad
What's your
attitude?
taking him then?
A worm.
Your dick's got a bad attitude.
You're worm.
It's got an Mbappe attitude, doesn't it? It's not just no one to listen to you at all, is it? Just does it say anything?
You think your dick's got a bad attitude.
That's amazing, isn't it?
If you were getting interviewed, you wouldn't start fiddling about down there, would you?
No.
No, you need somebody to help him.
Find somebody to find it. Declan Rice, I think
What was your take on-
overrated.
Oh my! The last two games he's been exceptional. Mate. Last night he was unbelievable.
He's
Aye, but hold on a minute, right? Here's another
Overall,
one.
Doesn't score enough, doesn't assist enough, does he?
But what about the other fella, the midfielder? What about McTominay's goals the other night?
2 goals.
They're toppers, by the way. So even the headers, aren't they?
He's better higher up the pitch than my whole thing was always as a defensive midfielder.
They always played him deeper because he's
By the
good
way,
for
just
two
on the
good-
Scottish players there, John McGinn the other day.
Oh, what about his goal and all?
Incredible.
And at top
Flying,
notch.
His
mate.
performance. That was almost
Brilliant.
like Roy Keane view Juventus.
So, no, McGinn's goal.
It was what?
John McGinn.
Was it last night you were on that whiskey trail? He's still fucking
Take
on
these
it.
sheets of paper off him, please.
McGinn's goal was top. A wee slight deflection, but look at where he picked the ball up for. Deep in, well,
he was the one that got him back into that tie,
Wasn't he?
driving him, fucking
Getting into
spinning
the
about.
channel.
Brilliant, man.
Just quickly, who's going to win it?
PSG for me.
I would like PSG because there's a lot to like about them.
Enrique.
I love their wingers. I love watching them.
Brilliant, mate.
And the wee fella in the middle of the park
Coutinho.
you keep telling me about.
Magic.
Magic.
Top team. All right. Who do you think will win it quickly?
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Think he'll win it, aye.
They could.
Yeah.
Set up well, Arsenal, hadn't they?
Aye.
But are they a good watch, Arsenal, Jake? Enjoy watching them?
I thought they were excellent.
I'm
last
no
night.
a big Arsenal fan anyway. I never have been.
Nah, near my.
Something about them.
Don't like them.
All right. Right, as ever, the Coupon Show is brought to our partners at...
SBK.
Firstly, for those of you that haven't signed up yet, SBK have a brand new welcome offer available where if you bet £10, you'll get £40 in free bets.
Incredible site. If you're watching this before the Europa League kick-offs tonight, you can get a 25% bet builder boost on any of tonight's ties.
And with it being the Scottish Cup semi-final weekend, you can also get a 25% bet builder boost on Hearts v Aberdeen and Celtic v St Johnstone.
The semi-finals are going to be brilliant this weekend. My favourite weekend of the season, this.
Why not the final?
Honestly,
I actually hate it, do you know why? There's no other fixtures on, it's just that they two.
Championship games.
That's good.
And then obviously League One and League Two. So I kind of know. Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Link to sign up to an account is in the description box below. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus.
So
please gamble
there's a
responsibly.
question. If you're not going to one of the semis, what other games would you be going to?
what other games are
I'd
on?
go to a lower league.
So that's what I'm going to. I'm
Championship.
going to take in a junior game. That's what I'll do.
What game?
My
Lark
hometown
Off,
team.
that's it.
Aye.
Who like call?
Aye.
That's
I
brilliant.
think they're playing
They
well.
still play at the
But
same
sometimes-
pitch, same
aye.
park.
Or else I'd nip up the road and go to watch Les Mahego as well. But I'll go and watch the junior side. I quite like that.
Aye, juniors is good, isn't it?
Good wee crowd, good laugh as well. Good banter, innit?
I'd see where you come from. I'd rather lie down there.
Yeah, you'll know, Dave. That's no
Like you
cup
all
of tea.
take a run for 10 yards and boot my balls right up and down this.
No,
rather
I
than go and
enjoy-
watch that.
Pollock's a good day because it's right in the middle of
Pollock's-
Shawlands. You can go out
Pollock's
a few beers,
alright.
jump to
See,
Pollock.
there you go. There you
Where do you go? Have you got a game?
I've got a game. It's last league game. We get the trophy on Saturday.
Oh, brilliant.
Good
It's a
for
good
you.
day for my two boys and stuff like that.
Magic.
But then the real stuff starts next Saturday.
Parade
Throw
round
that
East Go
home.
Bride.
Brilliant, mate.
Open top bus at East
have you
Kilbride.
got
East Go Bride, yeah.
And then also another big week, the London shows out.
Yeah.
For the Ali Pally, you need to watch this. Fucking
By the
incredible.
way,
O'Hara and
I
McCormick together.
know, but I need to ask you a question.
Right.
What was your dress sense all about, mate?
Loved it.
It was all the beige, a bit beige.
Beige, yeah, it was
Beiges for all, beiges like us for all men.
So it's sort of in just now, I think, Paige.
You have got some good clobber, right? I'll give you that, right?
Thanks, mate.
Something like today, you're looking dead. But then sometimes you just
Fuck,
look
you're
like...
way off it.
He's on a whiskey last.
Aye.
Sometimes you look like a prick.
and let me tell you, the Pally was one.
See, do you know, it's one of them, see, when you look at back, you do think, what the fuck was I thinking?
Aye,
Silk,
exactly.
silk, weren't they? Silk trousers.
Silk trousers.
Fuck me.
Fucking
I'm wearing
Sam.
that, that's what I'm
Sam
wearing on the open
Bender
top
there.
on Saturday.
Right. Aye. Bit too beigey. I
Bit
saw
too
it.
beige, alright, mate.
Aye.
Uh,
I would say so.
was,
I feel like Mbappe right now. Getting back to the place after two.
was it
Getting some boys like that.
expensive? Was it
No, it wasn't
expensive?
at all H&M, it was about, that outfit cost on about 60 quid.
Seriously?
The Doc Martens were obviously a wee bit more expensive.
It's
but
not
the
getting.
actual-
It's not getting more again, is it?
No, it's in the bin.
Nah, I
It's
could
in the bin.
imagine. Yeah.
So the London show, Martin O'Neill, Jamie O'Hara, Ross McCormick. To gain access to the show and also loads of other open goal bonus content, like our weekly live stream and fan Q&A segment with our Keeping the Ball on the Ground weekly guests, sign up to our membership in the link in the description box below or scan the QR code on screen.
Brilliant size.
All right.
Seriously, there.
Beautiful.
Like you said, big weekend,
Big
semi-final. Start with Hearts v Aberdeen. Now, there's been a lot of criticism for Neil Critchley for Hearts fans. Some actually wanting him out.
No some.
A lot.
Quite a
Are you
lot.
surprised by this, or are you using the same
No,
camp?
because the Hearts support, you know, they don't mess about. You know, you're under a lot of pressure if you become the manager of Hearts. There's an expectancy there as well, because the amount of money that's ploughed into that club, not just by the owners, but the fans, Daz. I don't know if you've got a wee take on it as well, but the supporters plough a lot of money into that. So for them not to get top six that is a disaster.
But the thing
But he
about
came in
the-
when he was bottom of the league, didn't he?
Yeah, no.
And
but,
that old computer thing, wasn't it? Get
The
that
computer
to-
says
Aye.
bottom six.
but what you're saying is about Hearts. I think the biggest disappointment for the Hearts fans was, did you see them against Motherwell?
I had a
And,
terrible eye.
Sorry, I was listening and then
I
it was.
couldn't
It
believe.
sounded like a horrible game.
It
you
was
watching
like a
it?
pre-season game, aye.
Aye.
So
how's
and
that?
you're going, Hearts have got a chance to go top six. Remember, they had 2 goals at it, didn't they? If they'd have beat Dundee
Dundee.
United at home, and then they've got Motherwell. But see, the one thing for me, and I know everybody's opinion's different. I don't care what MD says. See, if you play Lawrence Shankland as a number 10, I can't understand that. Right?
But he never even played him.
Didn't he play him? That's
I know.
grand.
He come on at half time, but this season he's played him as a number 10. For me, he's a centre forward goal scorer.
Yeah.
And he showed that he won Player of the Year and scored 35 goals or something. And then the following season, you put him in the number 10 role and he scored, what, 4? Right? He's not getting involved in Scotland. Fucking all of a sudden, he's no the most important game of the season against Motherwell Park. He's on the bench. You know, I think.
Why do you think that he was on the bench?
And it's not about Lawrence Shank.
Aye.
But I think.
Do you know something? See, for the first time, I thought when he came on or something, he looked as if he wasn't in the best of nick. He looked a wee bit out of shape to me. I don't know. Is it me? Am I seeing something different?
He was all inclusive, wasn't he?
But
then I don't know. But he's
running about the pitch with ice cream cones.
I fucking work for Lewis.
But again, his body language didn't look great as well. There's something right there. There's something right there. I've always, I like Shankland. I'm a big fan of his, but there's just something I was going to say no.
What did you think the criticism going to the Rangers game? Hearts fans were raging with that you've seen at the Rangers game last week.
Come on,
go ahead. It's game of football.
I know.
Exactly. I'm not buying into it. By the way, I'm not saying that Hearts' full season has been on Shankland. Hearts have been poor, right? They've been poor. If I was a Hearts fan watching them against, at least good doing trying. They looked like it was a fucking end.
I wouldn't say they've been poor.
Game.
All the time. I've watched them. I've been quite good. I've quite enjoyed watching them actually. But I agree with what you're saying because I was listening to the game and then I obviously watched the highlights. And for a massive game like that, they've got to be fired up and ready to go and chase. And
I think this is where the criticism. I think people quite like the football, but they want to see more kind of passion and themselves and the
shout. That's what Hearts fans demand, and it's what they should get. So that's
to get these wee plastic watches. Hearts man, you get that.
Has he got a wee plastic? Right.
Will Shankland start Saturday?
Got to start him, isn't he?
I don't know. I reckon if he doesn't, I think if he gets beat, I think he's gone. I think the only thing that can save him is, I think they've got to. I think the only thing that will save him is the Scottish Cup if he wins it.
Do you know he deserves a summer at least?
They're in 4th place since he's come in.
They turned quick.
The form guy, the fourth form guy.
Honestly, I think losing top 6. I think getting put out the cup. I think I'll kill him. Yeah, I do. I think.
And do you think that'd be the right decision if they did do that?
Me personally, I would make the change. Would you? Have a look at his manager career, mate. You've got a fucking better career, mate.
I kind of get that. Yeah, certainly.
Do you know what I mean?
Because a Hearts manager should come with better credentials than that. I think.
His credentials hadn't been that great. Listen, I'm not knocking the guy, and
I know that's what we're trying to say, but it doesn't seem what he's done previous to becoming a Hearts manager. Should he be in that position? I don't really think so. So I'm kind of.
I think he's done really well. I'm told the last 2 games, and I get that they were in a position to get the top 6, and they didn't get it. So you can criticise him there.
You need better to be a Hearts manager than what he's done before.
They should have won that.
And that's me saying I've quite enjoyed at times watching them. I thought they'd been okay, but a big game like that's what you're judged on. It's a big game, isn't it?
I can't agree with that. You see, I think he's done pretty well. David Gray's done pretty well. David Gray was sitting below him with Hibs and taking him into 3rd, and look at what David Gray's achieving.
But he's 4th in the form guide since he's come in.
But see, the thing is
where the form guide is, it's where you end up. He's fucking known the top 6 with a budget and the players and everything that he's got. So as much, and I think if you look at a manager, I just go back to, and I know I'm pointing to one game, they lacked anything at last week against
which
Motherwell.
They've lacked for the last few years.
Everything about them.
Is the recruitment? It's the recruitment as well. So is that on him as well?
I don't know. Look,
Motherwell say,
computer could just get the job.
The computer.
Stick a suit on the computer.
The recruitment's been
roll out the side of Tynecastle. A Dell laptop like that.
It works. It works at some club. Look at Brighton. Brighton, that's the way they go about their business. Brilliant. It works, and you can't in modern day. I'm not going to sit here and knock it, but sometimes you've got to be a man manager. You know what like it is. You've got to go and address situations. You've got to handle players as much as you've come in. But he's not come in with a big reputation. He's come in. He's been offered the job. I think the cup. If he doesn't get to at least the final, he's done.
I think you need a good manager in at Hearts. Hearts is a difficult place to manage.
Big Charlie's wanting it, isn't he?
Who's been spotted.
Been spotted about a long time.
So who has been the managers over the course of the last 3 years? So
Naismith.
Naismith gets sacked.
Nelson.
Who's the other wee fella?
The wee fella.
The other wee fella was on like his
After Nielsen.
computers.
Cathro.
Cathro as well, aye.
Oh,
So again, I didn't
don't
remember
get-
he got a job.
Wasn't a fit, that, wasn't it,
No, that's what, and maybe that's what you're kind of touching on. Maybe it isn't the right fit. It doesn't feel like it. Hearts
what-
fans deserve better.
Right, who's favourites?
Oh,
That's Aberdeen. Who's favourites going into this game?
it's well for me. I would be edging towards Aberdeen.
They're in a
You're in a bad mood today.
no, mate. I just favourite. How can you make Aberdeen favourites?
Is that in it?
Exactly.
I think so.
Exactly.
Definitely.
There's Aberdeen. Okay.
I'm going to. You're
People
always looking for a wee edge, aren't you? You're looking for something.
what's your edge?
And the edge is, I thought the Aberdeen were played particularly well the first half against Rangers. They're
had
starting
an
to gain a
upturn
wee
in
bit
form,
of,
haven't they?
they're gaining a wee bit of, listen, I think they've been, for large parts of the season, I think they've been hopeless. And they deserve all the criticism that's came their way. But they're starting to get themselves together, probably at the right point, where Hearts are on a downward spiral. And why you...
Here's
why
What
you
about
coming
this?
at
What about this for you,
fucking
right?
umbrella?
Aberdeen are fighting.
I was fighting with you there.
Fucking umbrella.
Did you see it?
I was walking,
Just
I was
get your
driving
hair
up,
wet, mate.
and I saw, I know, fucking get your hood up,
Hood
man.
up,
Get
go
a
on,
poly
hood up.
bag out of your head.
I can't.
Fucking umbrella. I just went, fucking...
Get used to it. This is bro. It's like two old guys.
Did you know? I was waiting for you.
You were the England manager. Remember that guy? Fucking McClellan with the brolly. I'm going like, aye, stunning. Look, he was looking up.
How mad's this, right? Listen to this. Aberdeen are fighting for fourth, right, and they've got a -4 goal difference. Does that not blow your mind? And Dundee United are also fighting for third, sorry.
Dundee United
They've
deserve
got
a
a
lot of
+1
credit.
goal difference.
Do you not think the league? I think you nailed it there, right, when you went. Who do you fancy, Aberdeen or Hearts? Innit? Let's be honest.
And I
You-
says edging.
Right, here's another
I'm
one I couldn't
edging towards
understand as well. Right, I'm watching Aberdeen Rangers. He takes off his best player.
He makes subs very early, doesn't he?
That was bizarre. That Morris and Keskinen as well for Rangers. What was the time?
I'm saying, what are you doing?
Probably thought he had it in the bag.
Think so?
Aye, there's a bit of that as well. Could be
He's
a wee
another
bit-
one. He's wearing a purple coat on the side of the pitch.
Mate, he went black leather gloves.
He's had the
Was
leather
it Butler,
gloves.
wasn't he?
You seen the
Black leather
leather
gloves?
gloves? Was that?
Mate, that's creepy.
To the
He
mask
does look
comes
like
out.
a Bond bandit,
Could you
doesn't
imagine
he?
him taking the gloves off at half time and just
Nicky Devlin's arm.
you didn't play well,
If you're really bad.
Like it's hard. Other than Hibs, maybe because they went on this run of 16, you'd fancy Hibs against
Hibs have been
anyone just now.
brilliant.
But every other team, I agree, they can all beat each other, can't they?
Yeah, unbelievable.
I'm edging towards Aberdeen, but who do I want to win? Hearts. So that's where I sat on that.
Sat on that,
Aye, God, I'll be supporting Hearts.
Who do you make favourites, Paul?
I would have said, up until 2 weeks ago, I thought actually said, I think Hearts will get to the final.
so
I think
that.
they'll beat Aberdeen comfortably.
Same here.
But in the last couple of weeks, with that Dundee United result and then obviously Motherwell at the weekend and how it's turned really with the fans and that, I fancy Aberdeen.
I know he's had this bad spell, right, at Aberdeen, but if he ends up finishing fourth, say, and if he gets to another final, that'd be a good season for him for his first season
I
in
would say
Scottish
so,
football.
2 finals and...
Who, Aberdeen?
Obviously, Celtic beat them. in the
Aye,
League Cup,
aye, Aberdeen fans would. I think.
No,
taking-
semi-final in it.
Oh, sorry, semi-final,
Semi-final because
aye.
they beat Rangers. Aye.
Aye, I think that would be okay for him, acceptable. Aye.
Are you another one you expect him there?
For where they were, how they started, and I thought they were pretty fortunate the way the fixtures and all that panned out, and then that run they went on was horrendous, wasn't it? So
But you do need to remember where the clubs were when these guys came in.
a few bobs.
Aberdeen really struggled the year before, and also with critically with Hearts. Hearts were word bottom in the league when he came in. So do we need to give them a wee bit of credit for what they've done?
Aye, but it's one of the leagues that, as you say, it's hard to predict. I said last week, for the first time in my life, I got something right. I said St Mirren would sneak in the back door and get the top 6.
We did.
Aye,
Right.
that was
So
a
did
great
I.
shout, by the
I
way.
said that.
That was a great shout.
I said it.
Aye,
did
well,
I.
I said
So did
I said it off camera.
No, I might have said
I
Hearts.
said it when I was away.
That was some shout that you said.
Because you look at these teams and you couldn't put your last fucking coin on any of them.
Did you know, love?
Apart from the informed Hibs.
Did you know, love, how they celebrated getting
Oh,
the
wait a
top
minute.
6? Aye, St Mirren. With Stevie
And rightly
Robinson.
so.
I know, it was brilliant,
It's an
wasn't it?
achievement,
That's what I'm
that.
saying. That's what FUT was all about. You know, people kind of quite dismiss it all, getting top 6. I loved that, enjoyed that, watching that.
Aye, he's
So well drilled, aren't they?
Aye.
Physical.
Right, here's a prediction.
I'm going to go 1 each Aberdeen penalties.
Oh wow, quite specific, eh?
Yeah.
One each Aberdeen penalties.
I don't think any of them will win.
They'll just keep
Keep playing.
I think they'll just fucking. I think they'll be playing to next week.
Both of are in the final.
I'm going to go.
Both of play Celtic.
Half each.
22 years.
Okay, I'm going to go penalty kicks Aberdeen.
Oh, same as him.
Aye, I think they have to.
I hate to say it, but I think Aberdeen could just edge it. But I want Hearts to win. Simple as.
Okay.
What do you think, wee man?
I think it'll be a draw as well. But I'm going to go Hearts.
You're going to go Hearts?
Penalties are extra time.
Penalties.
Everybody's gone penalties. Probably by 5-0, won't it?
Who to who?
Fucking any of them. The two of them are shit.
Right, St Johnstone v Celtic. Is it obviously before last week? It'd been a foregone conclusion. You go with Celtic. Does the result last week have any bearing against St Johnstone? But I hope they can get someone here.
No.
Wasted time with that question, wasn't it?
No chance.
Aye, I don't see it.
Why not?
No.
Why can they not go and do what they done last?
What a brave shout that's.
Why can they not go and do what they done last week?
I just don't see it. I think they just caught Celtic when they were going through the motions. They weren't at it physically, mentally. They caught them on an off day. That'll not happen again.
See if Celtic play the way they played against Kilmarnock first half. That'll be a 5 or 6.
That's the way that's
That'll be a sore
road
one.
I'm going down. I think it could be so one-sided.
That'll be a sore one.
Aye.
What did you think of the attitude of Celtic up at St Johnstone?
Shocking. Absolutely disgusting. But you're spot on, V's Kilmarnock. The changes made a difference. Taylor will start, I think. I don't think Slubo come back in. I think Edo come out. I don't think he done enough to keep his place for the semi-final. So I think Meadow will start up front. Forrest will start as well, I think.
Scales
Scales will start, aye. I think
Forrest will start.
Instead
Forrest
of
will play
Kuhn.
it. Aye. Kuhn's been so
I
up.
know, mate, but big semi-final.
I think Jota will play for the left.
I'd be surprised if Kuhn doesn't. I
What would you do? Would you play Kuhn at him?
all day long.
Based on what though, Daz? Just
Because
start season, he's not been doing it though.
he's had a wee dip. Of course he has. I'm no arguing that, but he's got real talent, Kuhn, and it's a semi-final, big game. I love James Forrest. I think he's been brilliant for Celtic. But if you're playing your strongest team, Kuhn for me.
What about you?
It's when it's a semi-final or a final, the focus is different. They were going through the motions against St Johnstone because the league's done and dusted. So, and that's where Rodgers had an issue because he's thinking, they're good players, but they've got to motivate themselves. I can only do so much, but when it comes to the semis, a final, they'll be at it.
Put their big
That's
boy-
what the good
games
players.
down.
That's what the good players. That's what they do.
What have you just stuck in your mouth?
Nothing.
Thought about a bad attitude.
Nothing at
What have
all.
you stuck in your mouth?
What is that in your mouth?
You can.
What is it?
Aye.
He snoosed out his nut.
Just have to turn it to
I've
something to
seen
clear
men
the
a
head,
bird
mate,
like
after
that.
that. fucking
I've seen men a
performance.
bird with a face like that.
This is a real badge again.
Have you had a snooze? You tried it?
Nah, mate, I couldn't. I wouldn't get down that road.
I took it once and
Apparently
whited
gives you a
everywhere.
whitey or something.
Aye, horrible.
Stay away from everybody. They're just getting too involved with football.
Are
Stay
you
away
any
from
of that?
Aye.
Me and Lenny did.
Him and Lenny.
When did
Up
you
tennis.
start
A few years ago.
Did you whitey when you started
No,
off?
I
or
just
did
took
you
it a dirty water.
That's the reddest face ever. That face could never go white.
that? You tried it, Fergie?
Aye, and it wiped me out. The boys gave me in the house.
What was it like? What, just saying you'll be all right, and you?
Aye, I was sitting, I
Stitch
was
up a wee bit.
watching the boxing.
Demon.
Watching the boxing. Wasn't he staying on? I did a few. Try that, Dad, because they were at us like, geez it, honestly.
It's a vile
the
habit, stay away
tingling
from
coming up my feet, my hand, I thought it was dying. And again, it was horrible. And then I was out, and then the next thing I woke up at 6:30 in the morning.
Like
Done me in.
see when Nakamura was at Celtic, they done the same to him, gave him one, told him it was all right, mate. Everywhere,
Horrible.
whited everywhere.
Horrible. Aye. Didn't
it's-
enjoy it.
Everybody does it first time, whiteys, doesn't it?
Depends on
I
the
took it
strength.
dirty
There's
water
different
after it
strengths.
In my gubba, just
Oh,
felt
is that
I know, but there's been a lot of bad things in that move, innit?
That's
That's
a
why.
lot worse than snoots in this gubba, for sure.
Is that what the Cowboys used to?
Aye.
He's a wee cowboy boy.
No, sigh, he fucking puts me in these positions all the time.
Just read the next question as a cowboy.
Go on, I'd love
Last night, the
Go on, you're in the
You'll be
door.
watching this, impress him, go.
Look,
When the
I
nicotine starting to go through your system, go and do
I
it.
can't slaughter him back and then talk a cowboy, mate. That can't
Oh.
work.
Aye, you can't.
Imagine him
Again.
watching the
Go on.
cricket show and going, he's talking like a cowboy in his game.
He's a wee bit, just a wee bit.
It's
Go
the
on.
stuff he
Give us
puts
a
to
yee-haw.
pieces.
Give us a
Talk like John Wayne Twitch, he's a shite out.
He'll have a meltdown in your life.
What is that, baby reindeer, when he just has a meltdown on stage?
Fucking hell.
What do you want to say?
Aye.
What was he?
Close to it, honestly, fucking just screaming, man.
What have you done with that?
In my gob, in my pocket, in my snooze pocket.
In my snooze pocket.
He's getting his mouth in his pocket,
I'm
mixed up.
night. I'm not joking.
Got to have a threesome.
What's this?
That's snoozing.
Okay, yeah.
I've had enough. I
I
can't
wonder
do
who
it.
that.
Oh, unbelievable.
First walk.
And Pappy and
No,
somebody
you
else.
can't. Come on.
What about this? What about for Celtic? It's the scale staying, sorry.
Aye.
Aye, there you go. Aye.
Your hair's a wee bit like scales right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to grow my hair.
What's happened to that?
See the horses that cowboys ride? Your hair's like that.
The mane. He's got a mane on his seat.
Come on, give us a wee
Go and let him ride you.
This is what I'm saying. It's
But by the way, that's one of the best things I've ever seen. You fell off that horse.
Oh man.
Oh, that was amazing.
That I was howling.
People, mate, do you know people go like at me that you shouldn't have been at it with that? As if I carried on, I fell off a horse.
No, that was.
Fuck that out.
Broke my ribs.
I know.
16
It
ribs
was
get broke.
unbelievable.
He's only got 14 in his body.
16 ribs.
I'll stick another 2 in there.
God, have you not gone to date?
actually something?
If you're not going to date in a cowboy, date in the Braveheart one.
Oh, dear, I can't.
He's a freedom.
Come
No,
on.
he's good.
It's no funny,
Just
mate.
brings back
It's
memories.
cringe,
It's
I dig
looking
it.
back.
I think the Cowboys, yeah.
You look like a sheriff, don't you?
Aye, oh, he does, man.
you do
Get
like
you a
sheriff.
Toy Story.
Shut the fuck
Woody.
up.
It's like Woody.
be
Woody.
on the
I know,
backside.
man. Yeah, there's a wee bit of Woody in you.
You've got a bit of buzz about you. Woody and
Aye.
Buzz.
Woody, aye.
He's like the sheriff who he goes round all the women's houses, innit? And the men are at work.
Aye.
With the holster.
Yeah, the story. Yeah, good story for last week, didn't you?
No. You fucking just do it.
Listen to that, that's amazing.
Ah, a Magnificent Seven, innit?
Dun, dun, dun.
Magnificent Seven.
Rolling,
You like Magnificent Seven? They were
That was
brilliant.
good, wasn't it?
You know that was Henrik Larsson? You know that was Larsson?
Was it? Ah, fuck it.
We spoke about
Is it? I don't know.
We've not spoken about the biggie tonight.
Well, let's talk
That's
about it.
about-
They're going to do it.
I think Rangers win.
So
Try
they
to
are.
get back on side.
No, no, no,
I
no.
think
I think
they're. No, I think they're going to nick it.
So do I.
I get a wee feeling. I wasn't overly impressed with them. I
They
don't
were
know.
no taking
They-
anywhere for Rangers. What about them?
So one pace, the off. Do you want to know? They kept talking about the wide players, how, and I was going, oh, they're going to be electric and that. But I was always, what I was expecting, somebody in the middle of the park was going to be dictating things and nothing. So I'm quite optimistic. So am I.
Here's one for you then.
Yeah, and
Will they
it's
go
just the way
3
I
or
feel.
4?
A 3.
Who will go in with the
I
3?
think he'll go as a 3.
Yilmaz right back.
Yilmaz and Jeffy, I think, will play in
Aye, the wing backs.
wing back roles. Because you'll go with Tav in there, Tav with Suter, with Balogun. So then I think he'll go with Kelly in there. Then you get Diamondi's back, Raskin, Cherny, Deser's up top. And it's, do you go with Iggerman? But I'd probably go with Hadji coming in there after his goal. Midfielder, you need maybe
More legs.
a more even no defensive minded, but somebody will get back in because they will have to defend tonight. But I'm looking forward to it.
Have you spoke to her?
To
Barry?
Well, that's the team,
spoke
of
to
course.
I spoke to my boys. They're off. They're away this
Are they
morning.
away?
They're away.
The life now, they're Uncle and Rangers, innit?
They're
How'd they
loving
get
it.
tickets?
Do you know fancy
I
it?
get caned for that.
Do you know fancy going?
No, I've got my wee trip on Sunday. I'm heading out to watch the Milan game.
Oh, amazing.
So, and he's no playing.
Any
He's
room for a
still-
cowboy?
Always room for a cowboy. He's my favourite deputy.
Saddle up.
You're my favourite
deputy. There's a snake in my boots. Go on, go on. Give some of it.
I'm just oily.
But you look like you're having a stroke.
Are you having a wee?
He's waiting on, he's picking his face.
You get me on the radio.
Bro.
Get you on the
He's
radio.
never melted on radio, but that would be good. That would be good. Do you think Rangers will do it, Daz?
I think they've got a good chance.
Aye.
I agree. I think they look like a team that fancied 0-0 at Ibrox and went, do you know what, we'll beat them at our home patch. Look, that's where the final is. So there's an extra little bit of pressure on them, isn't there?
Mhm.
So,
That's what it is as well.
look, see if it was an ordinary, like rain, I would probably go No, I fancy Rangers to get beat, right? But there's something, I don't know what it is, and nobody can put their finger on it. Their record in Europe, and especially away, Fenerbahce, I thought their performance was brilliant. I really did.
Is it Nice or no?
They've had some great performances away from home. See, every time you write them off, you think, right, this is a time.
And that group of players play better when they're underdogs, when it's not expected of them to go and produce a result. They're underdogs. A lot of people no fancy them, but that's when they're at their best. I can just see them nicking it, because they didn't like playing against Dezers last week. He was ruffling a few feathers. They looked uncomfortable going up against them. I just think they're going to nick it.
But they clap the plane, didn't they, every away game? They clap London, that's why they're winning.
Love that.
And they're all inclusive, isn't they?
Aye, they've got their armband. Aye, they've got their wristbands on.
Predictions, Geez, a prediction for the night then?
I've got Rangers through.
1-0 Rangers.
Wow.
Don't know how it'll go. Rangers through.
Aye.
Rangers, what you going?
No, I think... Aye, sorry.
I'd love to see Rangers win, but I've got a sneaky that it's just
Too much.
Aye.
See. And then also your predictions for St Johnstone Celtic.
Battle.
I'm going to go with what Dad's... See what Dad's is going to say. I'm probably going to agree with him.
Well, Gee's a score.
I'm going to go about 4-5.
Aye, that's what I'm thinking.
Celtic.
Listen, the way they played against Kilmarnock, if St Johnstone aren't as good as Kilmarnock, I know Kilmarnock struggling. It's at Hampden, Celtic, that's fucking like their second home, innit? Going for a treble. Could be a long afternoon.
And I believe the St Johnstone players will even be, thinking about it and going like that, oh, they're going to be at it. That'd be a wee fear factor for them as well. I think Celtic will be comfortable.
What, again, it's this old argument with St Johnstone getting relegated to win the Scottish Cup.
Maybe a bit different, because they
That's the
recently won
argument
it.
with Faddy, innit?
They recently won it, didn't they?
They recently won it.
Cam Davidson and the other cups, I don't know with their fans, but I always, for clubs like St Johnstone, would go for the cup.
Win the cup. You'd stay in the league.
All day long. All day long.
Cup.
Alright, the post-split fixtures were announced this week.
Right.
What teams do you think the fixtures suit for the race for third? Who's got a good run of games?
Not really studied that.
I've near a
Is
bar.
it on the sheet?
There's only sheet, lads.
There's a sheet there, lads, if he's want to have a look at it.
Unfortunately, I
Didn't say we didn't prepare you.
So the first game is Aberdeen at Pittodrie v Hibs. Does that
That's a cracker, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
That's a brilliant one, right away.
If Hibs win that, I think Hibs.
And I fancy Hibs to win that.
I've got one sheet.
Aye. Hibs for third spot anyway for me.
Aye.
Definitely. Just the run of form they're in. I mean, that was a hard game and all to go up against, for me, Dundee.
Dundee, Not many teams do that to Dundee.
No. So, a lot to like about Hibs at the minute. And I got a wee text from a wee old pal, wee Mickey Weir. Wee Mickey gave us a text, so he did. So, no heard from him for ages, and then because Hibs are absolutely flying.
I thought he was a fucking
There's a Hibs supporter.
He's in there.
Alright.
He's in there having a burrito.
Aye. So, they're flying at the minute, aren't they?
A burrito, this is a chicken bar.
What is it?
Chicken burgers in a burrito.
That was the only thing.
I know what cowboys eat.
The only thing I could think of.
My barber thought fajitas was Italian.
No.
Who did?
My barber. She's like, I'm paying an Italian. I says, what are you hitting? She says, fajitas.
I don't know if that's one, but that's one of my annoyances in life when people kid on stuff like that.
But they're thick.
Stupid. Oh no.
You've
What's
got.
it then, no?
You've been. I know where
Well,
you've
like,
been last.
pretending to be a cowboy. Well, like pretending to be a cowboy.
When people kid on are stupid, I don't like that, mate. That's a real annoyance, that, mate, with me. Anyway,
Just defend where people are stupid.
no, just like some comments like that, like thinking Mexicans are
Like
Italian.
Joey Essex and that used to do it, didn't
Ah,
the kid on, they never knew where
right.
fucking France and that was, you know what I mean?
And he's pretty clued up.
And he probably knows, doesn't he? I know what you're saying, but
But on the split, I think Hibs will get third. I think you're right. I said Aberdeen was Merby, Nicky Devin. But I think
I know, but see when you're looking
Favouritism.
at Hibs have got, so Hibs first game's,
Aberdeen.
We'll go with that.
Hibs have got Aberdeen and then they got their home to Dundee United.
is it no, where's the other sheet?
And Dundee
no, it's
United,
on
we
the-
got.
Sorry, it's on the other bit, yeah,
Who's
yeah.
Dundee United got? Who's their first?
Dundee United's first one is
They're-
Celtic at home.
Celtic have got to win
aye,
the league
that's
there.
it,
though.
league, aye. They're toughy. But no, Dundee United have been superb, haven't they?
And then Aberdeen got away St Mirren, which is a fucking tough place to go as well, isn't it?
Hibs have
Hibs.
probably.
And that is a difficult place for Aberdeen. I think any time over the last 5-6 years,
hard to
they found it tough going down at St Mirren. St Mirren are good at home, really good at home.
Yeah.
So they are, as we seen
I
last
got go all
week
the
as well.
way. I think it'll go all the way.
I don't think Hibs will win it get it quite early.
So do you think they'll beat Aberdeen the first
they'll beat
game?
Aberdeen.
I think Hibs are good enough to secure.
You know, I think it depends on the semi-final. If Aberdeen get into the final, bit of lift, bit of confidence.
Could be.
Yeah, and plus the fact we've been there, right? If you know there's a final round the corner, and I know it does definitely work. As a player, you're at it because you want to play in that cup final. So that could be just depends on the weekend. That could be a different.
That's the only criticism of St Mirren over the last couple of years when they have got top six. Once they go to top six, they just went off it for some reason. So I'd like to see them maybe can improve on that this year. That should be. So they maybe see if they can get up with that 5th or 6th because they lost so many games. I hope I'm correct in saying that, but I'd watched them a couple of times. I think it was last season. Go to top 6. One of the games I went to and they were so flat. So they've enjoyed their moment. Hopefully did last week, but back to business, innit?
Good point. Well done. Great punditry. You've been on the sunbeds.
I've not been. I'll need to go on one because the holidays are coming up.
Pants on or off sunbeds?
Oh, knickers off, mate.
Was it?
Oh, you
lying down or standing up?
Oh, standing up.
That's another thing. Saunas I don't go into. Sunbeds I don't get into.
What do you do?
Stand up. I
I
didn't like the thought of somebody's back. You know that.
And plus the fact, then you get up and it's
sticky.
I don't like that. You've got to clean it.
Now you know how that feels.
Nah.
What do you stand up or lie down?
Lie down.
He lies down doggy style on the
He lies on his side.
Does he shut it?
He lies on his side.
Man, your means you should be shooting off somewhere for a 2 or 3 days into the sun.
I'm going to the end of the season. I'm going, but I like to get a wee glow before I go because there's nothing worse.
The weather was good last week. You know, at the back last week.
That's how I've got a wee.
You're looking good. He's looking good. Last bit, Slaney, on the management with Charlie. Did you watch have you spoken about
Got a wee clip of that, aye. Woof.
Very honest, wasn't he?
Aye, brilliant. Charlie, it's a good listen. I got the wee clip. I didn't listen to all it. Just get the wee clips. I've let him because he's.
Oh, you go first. Thanks. You done the same thing, didn't you?
I go where he's coming from because when you take a job, whether it's full time or part time, I mean you're all in. It's 24/7. I felt it, and it's like all the boys, all their issues or problems. It becomes your problem. You shoot me down in flames if I'm talking nonsense here, and that's what I felt. You know, and they were always there at the phone. Something would crop up when you're carrying a squad. Back in my day, it was 18 to 20. There was always something. There was always issues, and you get involved in it personally because
they expected so much to come up.
They feel like you're that. To me, that's the way I was with them. They felt with my boys.
You're relying on
like my sons. That's the way I felt, and you just want them to do well. You want them to be happy, and you want to do the best for them. So I kind of go for Charlie. It's all that. It's all on you. It's that responsibility. So Charlie shouldn't just say it's no for me. My advice would be take a wee step back, do a few other things, and then come back when you're a wee bit more experienced. I think
coach a wee bit more maybe.
Aye, and then go back in.
I don't think his problem was coaching.
Aye, it's that's what I'm trying to say. It's all that.
Aye.
You know, that's
coaching's easiest. We've all done it. Coaching's the easiest part of the game. Right, see if you know the game, you'll get a wee bit inside knowledge. Go out there, you learn, you coach, you work with your players. It's the easiest part of the game, and it's most enjoyable part. Man managing, see what you said there, I agree. I think Charlie's sort of he's worked hard for it, right? Because he's went and done, and it costs a lot of money, he's went and done his licences. He's went into Hamilton's youth side. He's then took the next step up, and all of a sudden he's went, poof, he's run into a brick wall. But I think he's went too early in the, this isn't for me.
Aye,
this
isn't for me.
To say. And I think I agree with you. Because in time you'll sit back. I went from player to management, right? And all of a sudden I'm in the dressing room and without I'm in the manager's office and I'm making all the decisions. And I swear to God, I hadn't a fucking clue what I was doing. Right? I didn't have a clue because it's a different job. Right? People think you can just go. Have a look at, for instance, Bruni, right? His first job, it's not that great because you're making that many mistakes. So to become a good manager, you learn with all the mistakes and you build on it. And that's where eventually, and then you look back at yourself and go, I can't believe I done that. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe it. Right. So I think Charlie's worked too hard at it just to say, right, I'm going to take a step away from it. And what happens with guys like Charlie? Charlie's got a great personality, right? You could sit and listen to Charlie all day.
Bang on the money.
Right. But people sort of go, that's how he never made it because he's fucking too lackadaisical. He likes a laugh. He's too, Listen, I love a laugh, but see when I done my management, I was...
Different guy.
Oh, different, exactly. But it is a hard...
But what Charlie's got, and it's good that you're touching on it, it's that likeability factor. The players will like him, but it's just been a wee bit too much. I was quite fortunate in my first job. I was player manager, but I wasn't really manager because it was Mick Oliver. This is at Clydebank. So Mick let me do the coaching and go and play. So Mick was really the manager. It wasn't until I took over after Jerry left at Stranraer, then I kind of realised, what I was just saying earlier, that responsibility, it's all on you. So he's had a wee taste of it, which is great. He knows what it entails. So that's the advice I think Dad is good doing it.
But level you get
but he's got that. You just say he's got the personality. He's got that personality. The players will take to him. So he's just got to find and go and tap into the managers he's worked under. Speak to them, sit down with them, and they'll give him really
things that come
advice.
up are mad, innit? I had an assistant manager that wanted to be a cowboy.
Nah, he's came and trained the horse.
Aye, but that
Wanted to wear his hat, his sheriff's badge on the training pitch.
I thought I was shooting that until you said that.
so, Charlie,
Good advice.
That was brilliant. That was a great bit to listen to, boys. That was amazing. Sorry I don't know why I said that there. Tell you that was brilliant.
Exactly.
Right, on to the bet builder, Si.
aye, go on.
This is where you're coming at your own, mate.
He's this one that's finished.
No, not at all. Right, so we're going to do this bet builder together. All together, all right? Fucking hell. A Hearts v Aberdeen. Over or under how many goals we gone with?
I can't do it, but you
I
go.
don't think there'll be many goals.
Oh.
I don't think there'll be many goals.
Over or under?
Well, you're going to penalties, isn't he?
Aye, I'm going round about the one each.
Aye, that's...
Will we go...
What are you thinking?
Over 1.5 goals?
2-1.
2-1?
Aye, maybe I can't keep it 2-1. But I know yous are going. It's not
Why don't we go
over
under? We've never went under, have we?
Aye,
I haven't under already.
he has.
I went under
He went
already.
under it.
What does that even mean?
Doesn't even make sense. Right,
Fucking Robert Redford.
under 2.5 goals, okay? That's the first one. Right, second question is both to score, yes.
Yeah, fancy that.
Right, hold on, let me get it. Sometimes these apps, you just get yourself a wee bit tied up. Right, both to score.
See, you're
Cowboys tied himself up, look. The Cowboys tied himself
How
up.
many
tie the horse up, tie him.
over how many corners, guys? If you don't want to do it serious, then I'll take it away.
Come on, we are serious. Right, right, let's be, hey. Come on.
Over how many corners?
Don't understand this, fuck off.
Where's it?
Corners.
I would go over 5, not over 6.
Celtic game, when there's the big horses outside the games. He's meant to be in the game watching, he's just standing outside clapping the horse.
Where's the corners?
That noise. Listen to that noise. That's spot.
Where's the corners, for fuck's sake? I can't feel the corners.
A polish.
Have another snooze. Go on.
Right, come on, the boys take it serious.
What would you rather be, a police or a cowboy?
Cowboy.
Oh, you got to be a cowboy. What colour of horse would you have? Let's have a great.
Size of cowboy boots, you.
Aye.
Size of cowboy boots, you.
Aye.
Honestly, yeah.
You're a big
Yes.
Stetson.
But you know
you
what?
buy
I've
double?
got my face in cowboy pictures now.
Would you be a double gun or
What
a
Honda you
single
use?
gun?
What Honda you use?
Would you be a double gun or a
Right.
single gun?
Fast
Is
draw.
this
Would you be a...
Go on. I think he's a single. I think he's a single man. Wait,
Would you?
hanging right down his hip.
Aye. Oh,
Dead
hey,
low.
hey, would you be a... This
You're
is
speaking about like no.
Would you be a...
Right. No, we don't,
Or would you just be a...
And do you go? Aye. He's twirl.
Or would you be a...
Imagine Mbappe watching this.
Imagine any other pundit in the country getting described as a cowboy. That's when you know you're done, innit?
Come on.
Right, come on, cowboy.
Who's going to score, lads? I went over 6 corners.
No chance.
Who's going to score? Oh no.
Anytime
I'm
scorer.
going to go for
By the way,
Shayden Morris. We don't need to
it could be a horrible game. They could be just hoofing it up the park, you know. So
what do you think?
I'm taking it too far.
No.
Right, sorry, take it. Right, stop it.
Who's going to score?
There'll not be many corners.
He's went for over 6.
We're going over 6 corners.
Right. And who's the scorer?
Well, who do you want? I think I say Shayden Morris. You don't doesn't score a lot of goals, but he's been on fire.
Nisbet or Cabangan, eh?
Nisbet, aye, you got to go Nisbet.
Go Nisbet.
Who has penalties? I think there'll be a penalty somewhere.
Go Nisbet.
Right, let's go Nisbet.
Right,
good.
Aye, I would.
I'm getting good odds for this, aren't we?
Aye,
Full time result, draw.
Draw.
I usually go and aye.
I fancy draw. I think he'll go extra time.
Go
I think
use.
go the way.
What does that pay, partner?
20 to 1.
20 to 1, not bad.
21, aye, brilliant.
So that's over how many goals?
Over 1.5.
Both teams to score.
Both teams to score.
Corners over 6. Anytime scorer Nisbet.
Nisbet.
And a draw.
Yeah, and that
Over 90
pays
minutes.
20 to 1.
Oof.
Brilliant.
Okay, on to Celtic, guys.
Aye.
Take it away.
Johnstone,
Plenty
we're
of
going to go
goals.
over.
10 goals.
We'll go over 4. Right, with Celtic.
Over 4.
Yeah.
Nah. May as well go for the odds, innit?
Oh well. I think Celtic will bury
Over
them.
5.
Bury them, huh?
Right, over 4. Okay.
Both teams to score?
No.
Nah.
No, I don't see it.
Nah, no set piece or a...
No, I don't.
Nah, they'll no score.
No, I think so, mate.
No way.
I don't think so.
At Hampden,
over how many corners?
Oh, there could be over 6.
You like that 6 number, didn't you?
No,
No, I think Celtic will have loads of corners now.
I think so.
Go 6.
7.
Magnificent 7.
Aye.
No.
Do.
Anytime scorer. Was it Rawhide? Was Rawhide in?
No, it's no.
Is it no?
What was Rawhide? Is that a cowboy thing?
Fucking right. We're new on the cowboy.
Come on, Rawhide.
It's Little House in the
Who'll score?
Rawhide on the
Who'll score?
Who'll score?
Oh, my Adam money.
Nah, I'd go Maeda, big
There'll be a
statement.
few of them.
Aye, but let's try and think a better odds though, because there'll be a few goal scorers. I think.
Ingles.
Hitati. He's on after the game at the weekend.
Right,
Happy with
go with you. Go
on,
you,
you man.
expert.
Hitati, yeah. Okay.
Right. So is it Johnstone about Bilbao?
I know, what happened to us all, didn't it? So Celtic, so what does that be?
Hold on.
And then if you just give us a run through what you've picked.
Okay. We went over 4 goals.
Yep.
Both teams to score no. We've went with over 7 corners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime scorer, we went Hitati. And Celtic win. That will pay 22 to 1.
Aye, nice.
Wow. Yeehaw.
Yeah. It's a hee-haw, all right. Guys, it's been an absolute
Class.
disaster
Well
to be
done.
quite honest with you.
Well done, Slim.
Let's finish this with
Is it?